Okay, got it. Live stream, record. Triple check as usual. Travis Bagent unfiltered. Hi, Travis Bagent. We are live for our first episode of Tell Me I'm the Greatest podcast, and you are my first co-host. Thank you for being here. Took a long time, a lot of money as usual, but here we are. The Bears.
The Bears. The Bears. Ladies and gentlemen, I have been waiting 22 years to start and do my first podcast, but I don't know, Artem. I can't get over this look you got rolling. I don't know if it's your chain, that pasty white skin, the white beard. I think it's dog. It was the hat. Yeah, you're straight. You're straight now. Oh, I can't believe everything changed. Whoa. But I've been waiting 20 years to do a podcast. Thank God I couldn't get over the look, but you crushed it. Thanks for making that brief modification. But I'll tell you the reason I've never had a podcast.
Let's hear it.
Because I couldn't put the dream team together. Right? Remember how I told you that I will have the idea and I'll just start spurting out the idea without working out all the detail. Like, I thought I had Devin locked in for June 3rd. I thought John Berzink was locked in. I thought production was locked in. Right? Come to find out, all three of those were shaky. Come a mere 14 days before post time. But two of those three have been taken care of.
All right.
The dream team is coming together. Starts off with Johnny Berzink and Mr. Devin Larrett. Both
That's been
will
confirmed.
be in attendance.
Okay.
Friday night Q&A seminar with all the greats.
So we confirmed that coming Friday night, not even just a Saturday.
Friday night. Devin said he will pull every human being that comes there.
Okay.
And all we're going to do is charge $5 cover charge. No, just kidding. No cover charge. No cover charge.
It's about to start.
We're gonna have 4 or 5 tables set up on Friday beautifully. We'll have Paul Lynn at one of them, Gabby at one of them. We'll have John Berzink at one of them, Matt Mask at one of them, Ron Bath at one of them, the Black Scorpion at one of them, and in the middle, Devin Larrett will be there.
What about Steve Black? Can they get a singing arm wrestler on there?
Oh, I'll listen. Live concert, $10 cover charge, psych free, no cover charge.
Let's go.
We will have. I don't know if the acoustics are going to be in Steve's benefit because it's a 10 building, right? Like, I don't know if it's got the sound. But I'm willing to put him up there, even if the sound's terrible.
Hey, it's either going to benefit him or it'll be the end of his career. We shall see.
I mean, listen, his career needs jump-started anyway. What better way? Live concert. We will have 2 songs on Friday night, 2 songs on Saturday.
Let me check. Oh, dude.
Whoa.
Steven's bowling. I want to go see if I can even search him on YouTube, if he even pops up, right? First of all, not only he pops up right away, he is at 115 subscribers. My man is killing it. Nice. You fill up the whole bar.
It took you 4 years to get 100 subscribers. He did that shit in 4 weeks.
Dude, when I started, we didn't create this platform yet, so it's been a struggle, right? Then we kind of got you in, and now, like, we can bless the other.
Yeah, we done gotten
Public.
so tight. I think it's almost time for me to fire somebody. I thought it was going to happen today, but that hat, you fucking saved the outfit with that hat removed.
Please pick me. Please pick me.
Woo! So listen, the dream team is together. Now we need production. So me, you, and Robert Kelly, along with internet and 2 other camera guys that have just pussy cameras like you guys, not the real deal cameras like I had lined up, but lost because of my lack of preparation.
You're reminding me of this conversation me and Cobra had. I'm like, yo, bro, what happened with you and Brad Cook? No, nothing really happened. But the only part that fucked up, I realized when he is not coming, how good he was. After he was coming, I'm like, oh man. Hey, we have a special guest in the building. That's not Demolarian or anything, but it's very close. We have Jonathan Parsons.
Whoa! Hey, where that's 2 of the meme guys right there, guys. Face to face. Where can you tell us who the other members of your clan, mob, biker gang, wife beater gang? Look at the wife beaters. 2 wife beaters. And the chain.
Man, don't. This is.
Hey, you know what I just figured out?
There's
I
no
just
biker
figured
life.
out. Somehow Jonathan can pull that hat off, but Artem could not. Don't do it, Artem. Artem, don't do it. Now.
Look at that. That's the
Somehow.
fucking crew, son.
Oh, God. The motherfucking broke back wife beaters. The broke back wife. Can we meme, man? Imagine if you guys, this is going to prove that you are, in fact, the meme guys, because no one's going to make a meme of this.
Yeah, they won't.
You look way too jacked to get memed out.
Hey, Jonathan, can you confirm or deny the fact that you and Artem are both juiced up on that fucking stem cell shit?
I can only speak for myself, my man. You know how that goes. You know what I'm saying?
Are you stem selling? Or what Vita sell?
I feel good. Travis, I feel good for my age, my man. You feel me?
Oh, man. I am headed to Shreveport.
Travis,
We are about to.
We are. So he thinks everybody like stem selling, and I'm like,
Travis is intelligent. He knows.
All I know is people are changing.
People are changing.
And all of a sudden, there's a whole lot of babies missing, and everybody's jacked.
Hey,
you tell me.
Side note, congratulations with your son, man. I know that's a proud moment for you, brother.
No problem. Right here it is. And for
listen, I love you. Don't get you wrong, but I just can't be a Bears fan, but I feel for you, my man. All right.
I understand that you have purchased your Key Bagent jersey hanging behind. We appreciate your support.
There you go. But congratulations, sir.
Hey, you're the man. The only problem with these jerseys is they're custom. They're all extra large. We know you guys.
That comment
right
there,
now, you got that.
I don't know what
that medium shirt on both of y'all right now. This thing will swallow you guys.
I respect that.
My man, you got a little shoulder rolling today, and you're already ready to talk some shit.
Oh man, listen, I woke up sore today.
Hold on. Did you go to practice yesterday?
Of course, I went to practice after graduation. Ezra graduated yesterday, and then I went right to practice. Pulled about 3 times, and then started on the Jaeger bomb. All confidence. Listen, man, I got this. If we had more of a budget and there was an actual cameraman here, we could maneuver this camera right over and you could see the biggest dumbbell you ever seen in your life. Fat grip hooked to it.
Don't you have like 85 or something?
Man, come on, man. I'm
What-
46 years old, man. I got every dumbbell known to man.
Well, which one has a fat grip on it right now?
Right now, just a 40 pounder, just a 40. But I had to use the one that had the rubber because, man, that
Hold on.
shit is like, hey, every once in a while, my bicep opens up like Levon's did at the end of that King of the Table. Whoop, whoop. Everybody saw it.
You know what's funny? So you like fat grips, but you're not the handle guy. What's the fat?
Oh, no. The fat grip is a whole game changer when it comes to the false grip. Like, that's the key, right? It's easy to get a false grip with a little skinny handle. You just back the handle up in your hand. With the fat grip, you still need to find that place in your hand, right? And then you really know it's on, man. Like, it's on. Plus, it makes it less intimidating when guys like you grab my hand. It's like that's what the fat grip, that's what it does for me. Just, it's a little game changer. But you got to know, I don't give a fuck if I got a tractor and trailer tire. I'm grabbing it with a false grip. It don't matter the handle. The handle's, I'm grabbing one of y'all by the neck with a false grip.
Right.
Whatever happens, happens. So yeah, the false grip though, it's a good thing, and it blows my hand all up. So I like it.
Put you in a fucking wife beater. That's gonna happen.
Yeah, I need a tan, or some tats. I need some tats or a tan.
My man needs a wife beater. You would look massive in a wife beater.
Yeah, hey man, I remember those days when I was 30. I'd rock a wife beater,
You did.
hard nipples and all. Don't give a fuck.
Stem celled out.
All jacked. Whatever happens, happens.
All right, so we promised today we could actually. It's awesome that Parsons here, right? Because we have two subjects.
Is Parsons coming with you on June 3rd? Are you coming? Are you coming up to Virginia June 3rd to watch everything?
Possibly, because I have to hit Laconia. I'm heading to Laconia.
Let's go, man. Can we get a commitment? Can we get a commitment right now? Can we put him in the bracket? Put him in the bracket right now. What's his weight?
He's 176. He's 176.
Put him in the 170. Fuck it.
Well, hold on. How far are you from 170?
Yeah, he's good. We don't care. Come on up. Get the fuck out of here. $40 entry fee.
Good.
$40 entry fee.
The only thing is you got 4 pounds to the 172 class.
It's a wrap then. Let's go. We'll have you all up in that 170-ish class.
Next Saturday?
No, not next Saturday. The Saturday after that, right?
Yeah, it's 2 weeks.
No. Come on.
Whoa!
I'm going to Todd's this Saturday already.
Oh, shit.
I'm living Friday.
So when can we expect your pussy video that says you're out because you hurt your fucking rotator cuff in Ohio?
Saturday evening.
Okay. Will this affect your other arm too, no matter which shoulder you twinge?
We're pulling both arms.
Right, but if you only hurt yourself on one arm, does that mean you can't pull the other arm either when you come to?
That's how much my pussy hurts.
Or are you gonna go? Are you gonna have your travel schedule open up to go right back to Jacksonville? And really, you already are going back to Jacksonville. You just haven't got the injury yet.
Hey, June 10, Mayhem in Middleburg. Great tournament paying out. So if I'm not on June 3rd event, I'm getting paid on June 10. I'm beating the round robin second year in a row. Fuck you, Brett.
Just know that me, Devin, and John are depending on you to get us through this whole pay-per-view thing now.
Oh no, that's why we hire Robert Carey early on.
Oh, Robert doesn't even know. I hope Robert doesn't watch this show and find out we lost production. Do not tell Robert any of this.
Don't worry.
He's liable to quit on us.
Budget.
But hey, the man said the budget went up. No, the budget went down. We lost production.
That's it. No more money from the budget.
Holy shit. If there's any extra in the budget, I'll just keep it.
For sure.
I mean, we lost. Hey, we lost it. No, we didn't lose the $30,000 budget. We just lost that one place I was gonna launder 18,000 of it at, which was the production company. So now we need a fake entity for a production company as well. Artem, can you set up that?
Just have Brandon show up.
Oh,
It could be fake.
where's my business card?
Can we find it? Can we launder 18 grand through the FAL if we say they're the
League?
Can we get some of those old Zloty shirts that they renamed the shirt?
Shirts and just put
They just scratched out that P and made it an F.
Man, I'm pretty sure Dan Shaw has LLC set up. We can do that. We just need account information and the routing number.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot who you were talking to. I got 30 LLCs set up. What are you, crazy? I'm good, gentlemen. Oh, fuck out of here. That's me talking in code on what you guys should be doing. Let's go. No, but all jokes aside, we lost production. So Artem, you and Robert Kelly, I'm gonna get you a couple camera guys, but they shaky. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Hey, first time he gets me out there in West Virginia, I'm there like filming for him, and then like all of a sudden there's like this black guy showed out of nowhere, and I'm like, yo, what's up with him? Oh, as soon as you leave, that's my guy.
That's my guy. Oh, listen.
I know you were gonna leave early.
Hey,
I told him to come early.
let's put all jokes aside. We wish we had that guy this time. These other guys, the guy showed up the other day, he brought his Polaroid camera with him. I'm like, whoa, we need live video, homie. He's like, yeah, no problem. I can do that on this iPhone 7.
Hey, there's a guy here asking a good question. Why is not Travis training with the band right now? You get promise as a table. You promise as your side table as you're working out and doing the podcast.
I know, yeah, I do. I just, once again, the cameraman situation is shaky around here.
Vitamins kick in first.
And we, as of right now, we got this whole setup here, man. If I even move too quick, this setup will fall down.
Can you just move? Can you bring the table? There's a room behind you, right?
There is. Now that is a dining room where people are supposed to eat. But yeah, I'm sure. Fuck yeah, my wife doesn't care.
That Jersey
family's perfectly cool for us to move the kitchen table out and put the arm wrestling table there.
The family eats.
Hold on, let me check. Lindsay, do you care if I do that? Oh, it's just me and you, so I can do whatever the fuck I want, right? Yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah, no problem.
Doesn't work like that.
It doesn't even work like that for me, Travis.
Yeah. Well, she let you wear that. She let you wear that outfit, that hat. Seems to me like you got a lot of. You can do whatever the fuck you want around there.
And the hat just for her.
Man, no sir.
I'm just saying that jersey been there for a couple of weeks now.
That jersey gets moved, and this whole setup. This becomes an
than me.
This becomes an active kitchen right after the show. Everything gets moved. You won't believe.
Trav, how come you ain't got gray hairs, bro?
You know, it's funny is people accuse me of dyeing everything.
I don't know. No, this guy's, I mean, he ain't got much, but there's not one gray hair in this. I'm pissed about this guy.
He got the
He's got good genes. He's gonna live to 120 at least, will he? As many
most likely, yeah. Most likely, I'm thinking 150. I'm thinking 150.
He takes in vitamins as he's on, bro. I mean,
come on, I can see it just for men on his beard.
Oh, I'll tell you, I did get defensive when someone told me that. It was like when you and Brandon accused me of selling Viagra. I'm thinking to myself, that is so funny and untrue. But now I have to defend myself and make sure before I leave here, they know that I'm not selling ED. How did it say ED under my picture?
It still says ED dealer on your profile.
What?
Education.
Everybody go to Travis's Facebook and tell me that ain't true.
Hold Is there a way for you guys to,
No, he's not.
is that you guys hacking me or something? What is going on?
Oh no, my bad. He figured out how to change it so it says beast now.
Yeah. Why would anybody put ED anything ever?
ED dealer.
Hey, just like one famous arm wrestler once told me, there's no reason to promote anything steroids unless you're selling them.
That's crazy. Crazy.
So,
All right, what do we got today? Did you do what I told you to do, Artem? If you wanted this gig, you break down the show into segments. You have interesting questions. You transition between every time we get, you set a timer, half hour on the tip of the day, boom, move right on to the sponsors, boom. Did you take care of all that shit, or did you just slapdick around with fucking Parsons all week?
remember last time you tried to ask me if I paid attention and I killed you? So you better be careful because I'm doing it today. The
All
reason
right, well,
we have
let's.
Parsons today is because we had two subjects from yesterday, right? One of them being
Oh!
shoulder
forgot.
break girlfriend to an arm wrestling tournament. And Parsons being the guy that
when
just
are we gonna get on this? Because I'm ready. I already know the answer. It's that quick for me.
Travis Parsons being he just dropped Hofsky's girlfriend at the airport so he can have a day off. I figure he's a perfect guest for this conversation.
Oh man, this is, I mean, listen, we got to give some pretext about the character, the character that Parsons plays on Facebook. Is that safe for me to say, or is this the?
Yeah. So listen, what's the context here of?
No, we just want to make sure that that the people understand that when it comes to, like, there's a way to handle, don't bring your girl to the arm wrestling tournament, right?
Sure.
Right? If we go to Joel Osteen, he is going to deliver the boredom factor, enhance, stay there, yes. Right?
Yes.
If you put someone like me, I have wife, 4 kids, 2 daughters, right? You're gonna get a tiny bit of the other reasons you shouldn't bring your wife to the arm wrestling tournament, right? But still relatively PG, I would imagine.
Yeah.
And then there's the illusion of what someone who play, and when I say play the character, I don't even know if that is a positive or a negative observation that I see, because I believe that if you came to my house and sat at the dinner table with me and my wife and girls, that no one would be able to imagine that you are also the guy that puts the Facebook, the fucking funniest thing in the whole fucking world,
right,
that are so unsaid.
Right, yeah.
I mean, the most dramatic, to where as soon as someone could draw reference to it and imagine that you are then saying that to them or their loved one who has been in that exact fucking position that you are making the most outrageous fucking comment, you would know that that narrative would be far from the Joel Osteen,
right, and
pretty alarming to even the middle ground.
Right. No, I get you.
I got you. So I hope that you go hard.
All right. So are we ready for that?
I just want to make sure that we don't shock the viewers.
No, so,
and I'm okay if you don't shock them either, but I'm just wondering, you know, which Jonathan Parsons are we getting when it comes to your opinions? And are you a shock jock today? Like I figured out that's what I am.
Yeah, I mean, I can be and I can't. Like, so I've been on both sides, I feel, of the fact. Actually, here, I'll give a perfect example. The girl I dated for 8 years, that first time I actually ever met you at a tournament, we were in Cocoa Beach at some place. We were in Cocoa Beach at a restaurant. He did a tournament there. And
whoa, Artem, I didn't do anything to Jonathan Parsons at Cocoa Beach. Bullshit.
My girl had never met Travis Bagent.
Okay, I that's also the photo, correct? Where me and Artem is real little.
Yes.
And we also gave the the sweatshirts away, which were hilarious because it was fucking 100 degrees. But then I was thinking, these guys don't even have many sweatshirts. And these sweatshirts will be the most maintained sweatshirts. People will break out those sweatshirts 25 years from now.
I have the 2 WAL shirts that I got from you from there.
Nice. Perfect condition fucking sweatshirt. Yeah. Perfect. All right. So let's talk about the first time you brought the girl.
My girl never had met you, only heard about you. Obviously, you know how you are on the mic saying your things. Didn't feel
No. Listen, for our viewers that don't know how I am on the mic, can you tell me how was I on the mic that day?
Travis, to me, is the best MC you can have. And I don't need to gaslight or boost Travis's head. He already has that for himself.
Well, feel free to go ahead and be honest.
Travis engages the group. He engages everybody and brings it into it to where it's a laughing factor, to where maybe the nerves has everyone so tensed, but Travis comes into the room and makes it a laughing factor and a funny wowing factor to me. So that's for after the fact. So some women are just.
So you're saying I'm just a fucking funny guy.
You just make
someone here to just a fucking amuse you. I'm just here to amuse you. Be the fucking funny guy. Okay.
I paid the 40 for it. You might as well amuse me, right? You fucking owe me something, right?
I love it. Let's go. Let's
go. My money later. At least amuse me. So that being said, some women will get your jokes. Some women will understand where you're coming from. Some will not like it, and that's okay. Okay.
Well, and two, let me ask you this. Do you think that it's really the woman not liking it? Because really, she should have I should affect her emotions very little. But here's what I find. If the lady doesn't like it, oftentimes she thinks that that's what her man would like for her to portray. Is that for some reason, if her man's not like that, she wants to show him that the kind of guy that he is the better guy.
For sure. So
go ahead. Let's hear it.
But in that fact, I'll stop you right there. When I see that situation, relationship, I know who's wearing the pants. Do you feel where I'm going?
Unbelievable. Yes.
Okay. We don't have to say anymore. So I could say a few of these big top arm wrestlers, Travis, but I don't need to say something.
Oh,
my guy.
Whoa.
Said, I am about your girlfriend. Well, I don't even want my sister to come because I am a sore loser. Not a sore loser, but I don't want to lose in front of my wife. I don't want to lose in front of my girlfriend. I don't want to tell her that I've wasted all this money on juice and I've been not doing all this time in training and not spending time with her to come up here and get 2-0 bachoed. And, I don't want to be that guy, I don't want to be bachoed. You feel me, Travis? That's not a route that I want. And I've been around for a while. 90% of women are going to go to one tournament and they're either going to like it or they're not, man. They know that shit gets dragged out for hours. They're not happy most of the time anyways. They're there supporting you just so you can't use that to them that they didn't come and see you, okay? They'll do about 2 of them and then they'll start falling off slowly. There's the ones that still stick around that only go there to drink and at the same time and scream in the background. And
they're the cool ones. They're the cool bitches.
Yeah, and I don't care. Yeah.
Oh, man, be that girl. Like, trust me. Be that girl.
Yeah.
Please do not come and be the clutching your purse girl that is seated there like misobedient. That is just, that right there is horrifying.
Yeah, it's
and please do not become an arm wrestler after 2 months.
And if
you're a girl.
An arm break.
Oh my God, don't break your arm.
Yeah.
If you break your arm as a woman arm wrestler, your husband and you are banned from the sport forever.
Forever, man.
You heard that, Matt Rundle, talking about you.
Oh my God. And please do not be the girl who is yapping in my ear. about disrespecting her man. Oh my God, that woman right there is fucking nuts.
That's the
So,
real in the house.
Well, the real
yeah,
crazy
yeah.
one.
So yeah, don't bring your girl. And you know what? I never even crossed my mind to think about what you just said about the reason that you wouldn't want your sister and wife and mom there.
Sure.
Right? Because I never experienced that.
Well,
Now, I'm not talking about I've never lost. I've never went in thinking about the fact that I would lose, that they would see that. That anxiety right there has to be motherfucking overwhelming.
I mean,
You on the way to the tournament yelling at all your group of women too.
yeah,
Like yelling about.
I've seen
Well,
that.
and too, like, man, like, do you really want your daughter and wife and mom seeing you googly eyed about this big fucking 6'5" fucking Canadian guy in the corner? Like, I wish my wife would go over there and get a photo. Bitch, are you crazy?
Don't even come near around me. I'm so salty right now. Please don't come around me. We're gonna fight the whole ride.
And then how about the guy after he beats you? He just started arm wrestling. He gets a win on you, and then 20 minutes later, he's over there telling your mom and wife what you need to work on, and that you can. If your husband's interested,
Now she's stronger than me, Travis.
if your husband's interested, we practice on Wednesdays down at motherfucking Cocoa Beach. I can see if I can get him in. We're supposed to have a seminar with Travis Bagent in 3 months. We're flying him down. We could probably, has Jonathan ever met Travis?
I hate you.
Oh my God, that is
he looks
terrible.
in person. He looks way better in person, doesn't he, babe? He looks way better in person.
Plus, you know what else is weird is when a guy that doesn't have his real woman, just a date, he brings her to the tournament. 6 months later, the girl's back, but he ain't around.
She's with Carl Stanley, or she's with Daniel Worley, or she's with Terenico, or she's with fucking Brand, or it could go different. It could be a Brandon Morris. He could, you don't know who.
How about they wake up too, man? How about they go to the level where?
Travis, why wouldn't you? Like, I just lost to this dude. All my manhood's gone. I could listen, Travis. If my girl doesn't watch this live feed, thank God there's no production. I can lie to this broad when I go home. Babe, I won. How's she gonna know? Travis, I still won. If she watches me,
I've went and grabbed the first place trophy from Ron Bass, took a quick photo more than once. I mean, listen, if they didn't develop the pictures back in the day, no one would ever know. And once you develop the photo, it's done. Yeah. I love it.
Oh.
Yeah. So yeah, guys, listen, don't bring your girl to the arm wrestling tournament. Now listen, also too, make sure you know, if you're one of those psycho guys who brings your wife everywhere, we're cool with it, right? Just know that we really ain't
about it.
We ain't boys. Like, we can't invite you to everything.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, because we want to laugh. We want to listen. We don't want to do inappropriate things. We want to give the illusion that we've done them in the past and everybody laugh about it. Can't do that when the guy's got his woman there. Keep your woman away from the after party.
Yeah.
The single arm wrestling chick don't want to be around the wife, girlfriend.
The worst ones are the ones that actually come on the rankings on the pages and they start telling them where their husband should be ranked. Those are actually the best ones that I like.
I don't want to get involved in that. I feel like you're talking about someone specifically.
Who is this chick? And then they have a joint account, and I'm just like, I'm unfriending you. We can't be friends because I'm not that guy.
Yeah. Well, and here's the deal. You know what I figured out about life is that I have like 5 categories. all you need to be is in one of those categories and you could be my friend. I mean, loyal friend.
Right.
So you could be a tranny on fucking heroin, but if your fucking dad owns the sporting goods store that we get the fucking 60% off, motherfucker, look, that's my fucking dog right there.
Oh, boy.
What are you fucking kidding me? It does not matter. Yeah. One category that you have entered my life and I'm cool with it. You are 100A in all 5 categories and we are dogs. But I realize that I have 730 best friends.
The
Every person gets whatever they want. All you gotta do is ask.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is ask. If you my dog, it's all good. It's all good. And I hate it because once they figure it out, they start asking for dumb shit. But I'm telling you now, man, I got a lot of dogs, boy. Ain't no doubt about it. I only got 5 family members now. I got 1,000 dogs, 1,000 of them.
Respect that.
Don't forget about your niece that likes black dudes. Anyway,
it's my sister and brother and my dad. So my oldest sister married a Mexican guy. Then my oldest sister married a black guy. Then her younger sister married a Mexican guy. Then my older brother married a black girl. And those 2 kids were the football stars. Right? So that's how it all started. Like these white boys in my house thought it was really normal. And I also told them that it was not because of their black mom and heritage. It was because of their dad and my dad. And it was because of us.
The genetics.
Right. And now that was not true because they both ran 4.4s. They were fucking smoking fast. I added Casey. Now I got a little height. I didn't get the fast twitch. You know what I mean? But it still worked out because ultimately it's my dad's genes that make the athletes the best. It don't help us on a spelling test, but motherfucking athletics, we will smash it.
That's true, man. I mean,
shaky SAT scores, but no motherfucking problem game day.
But that's when that's when it matters, bro. I mean, is it not?
Well, then you add, right? I add the academics when it comes to Casey, right? Then you get Casey's dad. This motherfucker's like a Pulitzer Prize, Nobel, fucking everything, right? Now you combine them. Woo! Nah, I don't know. I might have got a freak. Might have got a freak right here.
We have $199 super chat from Michael Layton Sr. Fashionably late, obligatory. The Bears.
The Bears. Hey, what are we going to do, dude? Let's just be honest, right? What are we going to do when Tyson is the #1 king fucking pimp celebrity in Chicago or wherever he is? Let me just tell y'all what that looks like.
Yeah, tell us because we won't hear from you after that.
Yeah, it looks. Yeah. Well, not. See, that's where you're wrong. Now listen, out of those 713 dogs, right? You gonna be on the list. Now, I don't know when we're gonna get to you. I don't know when we're gonna get to you. But just know your phone gonna ring one day. And you're gonna be like, yo. I've accumulated the 15 for this week's game.
Or we might be calling you talking about, yo, we out front, let us in.
And you in, and you good. That's another thing too. You can always over-invite yourself as long as you take some initiative.
Sure.
Right? However, one of the days, we're going to pick you up on the tarmac. We're moving down to the hotel.
What?
We are, look, if we got to separate certain groups of the people to go this way, then we all meet up at the box And look, I'm talking, we chilling with Brian Urlacher, Mike Ditka, and it's on. Like, I'm talking.
They got
The most important people in the world are the quarterbacks on these teams. Don't get it twisted. That position, I've told Artem,
it's the leader.
It's a whole different world.
So for sure.
And listen, I'm ready to divvy out the resources like crazy. I'm talking when my man's the $80 million a year guy, we gonna do whatever the fuck we want.
It's awesome, man.
We're gonna have an arm wrestling tournament during the game.
Travis, you have to think though, man. You have to
in the box.
You got to give yourself, man, a pat on the back though for driving.
I will tell you this story, Jonathan, before you go any further. The other day, the Chicago Times calls me. They say, Travis, you cannot help from the outside looking in to presume that you had a little to do with this. And I said, my man, are you out of your fucking mind? I'm the whole fucking reason. The whole reason. Are you kidding me? As soon as the guy was born, we already told him what was going to happen.
Yeah, you don't have a choice. This is what
you didn't have. Yeah, what the fuck are you talking about? A little. That's like saying I have a little to do with the success of this podcast. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
crazy.
Yeah.
Hey, listen. Don't be surprised when this dude, every 2 months, motherfucker's creeping because he's too consistent.
It's the work ethic, Travis.
Don't have no bad days. No bad days.
Well, like you said it, and when they gave him this very first day of this formations and shit, and he was one of the only kids that actually did something about them, so he was a beast. Right, the other one.
He told me he learned a lot about himself. He said he really is one of those smart dudes. I'm like, perfect.
Keep learning.
Perfect. Be one of the smart dudes with all this fucking DNA I give you. Jesus. Oh my goodness. I'm talking superior DNA. They need to draw some of my cells at this place and have them motherfuckers the Mac Daddy fucking stem cell. Get you some of this juice.
Oh, you need to take Ezra down there. You're too old, man.
Woo! Hey, guy looked at me right in my face and said, right around 5 to 9 years old is when you should give the kids the growth hormone. With the straightest face ever. I'm like, damn. He's like, check out all the women tennis players. Take a picture of them beside their parents. Fucking parents are 5'5", boom, 6'3". Fucking beast. You're like, who the fuck is this?
How old is
motherfucking? That's the doctor's decision right there, homie.
Yeah.
Man.
So yeah, think about that. You Parsons, how old are your kids?
I got a 19-year-old and an 11-year-old.
11-year-old right now.
Well, how old is
your killing it?
How old is your youngest daughter?
She is 8. She's already 6'2". What the fuck you think I've been doing? You don't think I've been getting that shit for myself, do you? Boom! I'm killing this kid.
How tall is Casey?
Casey's 5'11".
Oh, wow, she looks a lot taller than that. Both of you together.
What? She looks 6 foot, 1 inch taller? What the fuck are you talking about? How tall?
Well, I mean, both of you, because you next to her, it always looks like it's like this illusion of.
I got 2.5 inches of shin on her. If we're on our knees, face to face, soon as I got a little more shin. That's it. All right, what's up with these handles? Did we go over it?
Yeah, so what, I was thinking I could probably pull up a bunch of pictures of the popular handles to create a top 5, but I feel like your opinion about them is more straight than that.
There is I was thinking about this last night, right? And the truth is that the only reason you should buy and search handles is to find the most fucked up handle, right? And then try to duplicate it. Make sure that your opponent has the same grip that fucked up handle gives you. Besides that, there's nothing else to do with the handle. No one's dumb enough to hold on to the handle after hearing my speech on don't ever hold on.
So with that being said, people keep asking, what about Sabin's spring handle? And I think that's kind of sums it up. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I don't, but I feel like that's more of a starting position side pressure piece of equipment than it is
It looks like a spring tension, maybe from a garage or like a car spring or truck spring.
Yeah, and it's one of those apparatuses that'll pin down in front of you. You grab the handle and move it sideways, right?
I mean, their motion's only getting
right. So listen, side pressure is another beast that, in my opinion, there's nothing wrong with that. But as long as you're intelligent enough to false grip that, there's nothing wrong with having that. But to me, that's not, that has nothing to do with a handle. That is a side pressure exercise.
Yeah.
Right?
Except it's right in the front of you, though. Like it's right there. So you have to bring it down.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It's in the front of thing. Yeah, it's all about this.
I mean, listen, I would use that for ghost arm wrestling and set up for my set grip. So if there was tension in there, that would allow me to bring it back, right? Put it in a false grip and then position my body around it so that I learn to hold pressure and then move my body around. That there's no problem with that being in your repertoire. But I'm telling you, the best thing that you can do for side pressure, in my opinion, is hook the strap up right below your wrist here so that you realize the difference between this and every time someone pulls that way, that you have the intelligence to change the angle, to bring your elbow forward, to make them start running down your forearm, than actually opening up your bicep, right? That's what you learn from setting on a bench, putting one hand on the bench, strapping the strap up here and letting the person tug a war with your elbow up until you get to this position. And you will learn that as soon as you get stopped flying outside trying to top roll, the second you feel the connection, you end up right in that position to run them to the pad in the hook. That's the transition. You don't want to get to that spot, but that's exactly what you resort to as soon as you get stopped and put in the hook. So there's the game plan, right? There is a start and a finish with every exercise, every reason we do everything. I have hooked that strap up to your wrist, right or wrong, Artem?
Yeah.
No doubt, right? Like you understand exactly what I'm talking about. We are going to walk up to the table. We are going to immediately make sure that we give our opponent the least amount of information possible before ultimately the referee calls set grip, right? Now, if I know the guy's going to top roll, there's a chance that I will start out of the set grip just to get to the strap, right? But if I'm scared of him, I want him to have the worst grip possible, the least amount of connection. The most of the time, a wrist curl gives the best connection. So if I can stop the wrist curl, then I'm going right to the set grip to make sure he has the worst connection possible in order for me to get in the strap, right? What exercises am I working hard on, right? I've got my little cloth, and I am learning how to invert my hand and squeeze inside of his fingers. Tapping his thumb is the only thing that's going to be inside my fist if it's perfect. It ain't always perfect, but I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care. I'm never looking for control. I'm only looking to make the fist. The more I invert my hand, the easier it is to clear his hand and really get on his thumb. A lot of times you invert too much, the referee's involved, right? He either immediately accuses you of over cheating, which is the Once he thinks that you're slick,
Nonstop.
now it makes it harder on you.
God
So
forbid you in the tournament. The whole tournament is now over.
Yeah.
what I learned to do, that if I give the referee soft fingers, it fucks his brain up. All of a sudden, no matter who's yelling at him about me cheating, he knows that I am not. My setup is not conducive to my opponent, but there is no cheating in the act of the operation. It's already set up, motherfucker. If you open that fucking door, there's 4 dudes already there with their machine guns waiting. You opened the fucking door. There was no, I didn't cheat you, motherfucker. I'm just a step ahead of you, right? So I am set up with the illusion that I am going to get the worst connection possible in order to make sure we go to the strap and get in a set grip. Once I accomplish those 2 things, the least amount of information that I've given out, the better, right? Now the guy's got to pull in the strap, has to pull in the set grip. Now I move on to the exercise I've been begging you to do, to simply take the strap and put it right over these knuckles. And then at the base of your thumb, right? We see that there is no part of this around my wrist, only the fist, right? Now people say, I don't have that shelf. Well, that's because your thumb is back here instead of inside there. Once you put that thumb inside and then you put your fingers inside the thumb, you have a shelf right there, right? You also have created a situation where now, if he doesn't wrist curl, he cannot get around the back of your hand. Okay, now, because he can't get around the back of your hand, he's got to stop your pressure by anchoring the strap. But he's not anchoring the strap and using his fist against the strap at all times. He's trying to hold on, right? So this dumbass is trying to hold on. You've separated yourself so far, and now you are so comfortable at your fist being a fist and not a grip. There is no grip. Now he's trying to get control of something that's so far now away from him. And you, because of your training of always having the strap on and always having things attached to your fist, all you're going to do is take that fist and pin the guy. And you're looking to do it with a huge outside move with as much leverage as possible. And at any time that he comes forward enough to get the purchase, as soon as you feel the touching of the hook coming, you immediately slam your elbow up to where you're in that same position that we were in doing that exercise, but you're not pushing down, you're running your elbow from that side of the pad to the front side of the pad, running him to the pin pad. Every single exercise from the start, the squeezing of the towel, the strap, the elbow being out in front of my body, all of that stuff creates me starting above it. And then no matter what grip I get, I'm just making that fist and pounding and running and rotating outside, knowing that even if he does somehow get some purchase at the end, the transition will be overwhelming, right? Because he'll go from you need your shoulders and chest to stop the sideways push. But the whole time you got your hand working, trying to get it. Once you think you get it, you think it's your bicep, you try to initiate your bicep and I run you right on over. And you can see it in all the things. So there's a complete start to finish on how you're supposed to operate, right? I don't know another person that can tell me how to beat someone that's stronger than them with the game plan. What the fuck is your game plan if the guy's stronger than you in a hook?
There is none. He's stronger than you. That's it.
Well, you got to stay out of the hook. The other guy say, I'll try to top roll him. But let's just say, tell me the operation. Are you playing the field game, trying to control his hand? Good luck. Good luck. Why don't you just create a handle that he can try to figure out? Or at least you don't have to do that. Just know that's what the fuck I'm doing. right? And it was amazing. And it'll be amazing again, I'm sure, as soon as I, get some testosterone and start blowing up again.
Get the stem cells, son. Well, hold
Oh,
on.
yeah, I meant stem cells. Did I say testosterone? Yes, stem cells.
We understand dyslexia, West Virginia. It's all good.
Come on, man.
Hold on. You're talking about hardly from your perspective and from what you've done, right? Because another day, like, because you were talking to Devin about the same thing about the counters, right? Like, you wish, like, you never had the counter because you didn't have to, right? You're the guy,
And let's be honest, like Devin is a different person, right?
right?
His tool bag, in his opinion, he is in the top 5 of the strength, probably at least he was number 1 in endurance, right? But I don't even know that now, but he's got things where he honestly thinks he can win if he gets them in a spot, and he's got alternatives. Most of us have one motherfucking move.
Gotcha. Okay.
And the other moves they're only because you could have did any move.
At my par because the first one didn't work. You feel me?
Come on, bro. Yeah.
There's so you said something where you wish maybe you have like worked on or something, you had something in you. So is there
I think that heart and never giving up is, if you don't have that, you admire it. Like I admire the fight in Tim Lewis and Ron Bath because I don't have that. You know what I mean? And it also, when I see gas tanks being emptied, and the guy having very little cardio, it's so quick and easy for me to point it out because that's me, right? So you have to know that, but I feel that having 80%, being in the 80 percentile of endurance, to me, you should train like you have no endurance. Because what the fuck you want to be? 80th percentile? No, you should already know that your endurance is, it's great to be in the 80 percentile when you're arm wrestling someone that's in the 20 percentile, right? But the truth is if I'm 100% in this aggressive fucking hitting, flashing, right? It's gonna whack the 80% of your endurance. Like if you're not the most endured guy in the world, if you're an endurance guy, you better start working on running into that endurance guy. What are you going to do? I believe that we as arm wrestlers have the best opportunity to take advantage of the strap and the set grip to even the playing field against a stronger guy.
For sure. I feel like you've also, you don't get yourself so much in long matches. Obviously, you've had your long matches, but you're smart enough to not so much just give up, elbow foul, give up the match, and restart your position.
I used to say all the time that if I'm really trying to win, my hit will put me in a place where I can't even continue the match.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter, right? It's very simple. I'm hitting all the way to the pad. If it goes off the side, great. If you stop me, it immediately flies to the up at the front top where it could possibly come off. And then I'm starting to run you all the way out the door for the third little transition. All 3 of those are easy, fast. Right. And I'm okay with that. That's that. And then, you get into a match where you've hit him twice, you've broken his hand back, the motherfucker's stubborn. Then you got to make your mind up. Listen, do I crack this dude again when they get this third foul? Or can I hit to a spot? Which is always a bad idea. And motherfuckers always say that, hit that spot. Shut the fuck up. The spot is the win because the gas tank is emptying at a severe level, man.
Everybody ever told you, hey man, look, like, hey, what's your plan? Once he gets into my spot, he can't beat me. Yeah, no shit. If I can push you in my spot, nobody can beat me either. Like, can we get a plan? But it's
and I don't, and to me, like just having that reaction to whatever happens, to me, it's calming. It's like, yo, bro, I've already diagnosed the situation, looked in the mirror. I know exactly the game plan. That there's no reason. I don't need no help coaching.
Right.
I understand why you need me, but trust me, I have already thought about what you're going to say 10 years ago.
10 years ago.
There's no doubt about it. So,
all right. So, in your honest and full-blown heart, if you were to like fix your mistakes going back 20 years, there's not a handle you'll go and pick.
I mean, listen, you can't go wrong during exercises.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you that
That's fair.
if you're doing a bunch of exercises and you are grabbing stuff, then whether you like it or not, you are conforming your brain that you need a handle on stuff, that you need to control it in order to arm wrestle. When if you just would take a step back and realize that it's better to be the handle than it is to be the guy controlling the handle, especially when they won't display to you. It ain't like they send you the handle a week in advance. And it's like, yo, this handle's the best way to attack your opponent in the super match, right? It's not that, right? They don't send you a bowl of the fucking guy's hand, right? It's crazy if you do it. It's crazy. And listen, you're an asshole if you're selling handles. It's like putting a soda machine in the fucking junior high. Yeah, you are a fucking asshole. First of all, they already got free handles at the fucking gym. Yeah. Okay? Nobody needs your fucking cone, fucking wacko, fucking contraption. They do not need it. Now, if you want listen, send me something that I can attach to my fist that makes it easy to plug up the stuff.
I remember him saying this before.
I'm cool with that. You want to do that for me? Yeah, let's do that. Let's just think about the feeling that you have when you get in the strap. Forget about the person, right? Don't even look at the person's face. Just look at where the strap is on your hand and wrist. Change that connection and see if all of a sudden you can withstand a little more pressure. I urge you not to bend backwards, to keep your weight on your front foot and have your elbow away from your body. That is just, to me, the simplest way for you to start momentum in an arm wrestling match is for you to suck your elbow back towards you and for you to go from leaning forward to straightening up and getting on your back end. Those are two ways that your subconscious is going to start it, not you having to send the message to your brain. If you're not 100% comfortable, you will get there quickly out of fear. That will start the process of your momentum. You can see it, right? When Devin is laying on the tricep, he needs his shoulder to be this far away from his hand, right? He starts off with it right here. As the guy's closing his hand, he's laying and the shoulder starts separating. And it's a gradual before go. He's been moving the whole time, right? That's him and his version of starting the King's move momentum, right? Knowing that if he stays up there where he needs to be to hold the side pressure, that it doesn't lock that shit in time, right? Once he gets that shoulder back here locked, all of a sudden now, there it is, right? But I needed this.
Get to it. Yeah.
Needed all that momentum. So listen, same principle. And listen also too, take the operation, change the ingredients and the content, but just know, do you have a game plan to control the unknown? The unknown stuff is whether the guy has a comfortable grip on you. Why would you want to even, the only reason you would start out of a set grip, guys, is because you're fucking the guy.
You feel great. I feel great.
I mean, wouldn't you be terrified if you put your hand down there and the guy puts his hand down and tells the ref, that fucking feels great, say go. You'd be like, what?
Terrified.
Fuck that. No. I'm not comfortable. So that's why I'm getting out. Now, if you take too much, the guy's going to be uncomfortable.
In both of those situations.
If you take way too much, the referee's going to get involved, right? So the best thing to do is I always do the exact opposite of the stereotypical technique. So I'm not supposed to be the carver, the low hand gripper. So immediately I get you got to straighten your shoulder and uncarve, right? That starts the conversation of, what, you think my shoulder, what are you talking about, right? I'm not curled in there, right? And the guy's like, come on. And now I'm back to the thing and I'm putting the chalk on the hands, right? I come back, now completely different technique, outside guy, triple capping. Hey, you can't do that. Now the conversation is, my man, you say I can't come in here, I can't go out here. Where the fuck you want me to be? Set grip. That's where the fuck we gotta be. Why would I not want to start fair and then also start with the connection that allows me to get to the strap? Why do I want to be in the strap? Because I'm not holding on. The strap is where I'm comfortable. Every time that I grab something, I have made a fist and something is hooked to it. I am going to continue with that game plan, right? I am going to create space by locking my thumb in there and separating at all times. Because of my lack of wanting to connect and control, I'm even better at being unconnected and uncontrollable by the other guy because I'm not interested in the grip. Here's why I think the masters of cheating, where it stemmed from, is that they had enough endurance grip training that they would stay at it until they controlled the grip and the referee made you start, right? He made you start in a fucked up position because the other guy was more unwilling to compromise and stronger with the endurance of gripping, right? So immediately, I am going to create distance, remain uncontrollable by my lack of a grip. That's algebra. Trigonometry is how much do I have to sacrifice the top to make sure it stays up top, right? That's where you get into dropping the hand, giving the height to the human being in order to get your wrist so far away from him that as long as we pull outside, I'm willing to even start at a disadvantage rather than trying to get so much up high that I leave myself close to that wrist where he can get a hold of it, right? So I don't even expect you two to even, you motherfuckers, no chance of fucking understanding what I'm talking about, okay? Right? I can see the fucking two looks on your face, right?
I feel like I'm going to beat the fuck out of him when I see
We're
him.
gonna
This
jump
is-
him next time we see this.
know.
Roll on him.
I know, but I know that Walmart Martinsburg, dog. We'll see you in the parking lot. With the strap on and bitch with the handle.
I would say you have a good chance, but not in the Walmart parking lot in Martinsburg.
Fucking handles.
I got too many dogs in the Walmart.
Too many dogs.
Hey,
That's the
seven.
Every one of those homeless people, I've given $20 for the last 20 years of my life. They will kill you motherfuckers, man. Straight up. No doubt.
150 best friends, 725 will be in the Walmart parking lot.
Yeah, there's 20 of them dudes I see every day, my dogs, right?
No.
They love the beast. No doubt.
I'm glad you caught our dumb faces in the last 3 minutes. So yeah.
Who's the asshole that we know that sells handles?
Robert Kelly.
Robert. I mean, listen, I literally have been asked to just sign the handles, produce. I mean, it's like
Official sponsor.
How big of a hypocrite could you be if I sold a handle?
Right, because me and you talked to me. Hey, me and you talked about it. I'm gonna put TB on the handle real quick.
Do it. Fuck it. Let's do it. Let's make some fucking handles. Yeah. I mean, because listen, you know why? Because they don't believe me.
They don't believe
the people think that they should arm wrestle without a strap and grab people.
Well, yeah, see, that's when it almost like, don't you think this part of it is like, because you're very unique yourself, because nobody really does what you do either. That's why
Yeah, I know.
somebody might need a handle, don't you think? No? No?
I guess. Yeah, I guess.
So
I guess so.
you're confident that all the handle thing has nothing to do with your genetic ability or being an absolute freak. You said everybody can repeat that.
Oh, I know. Yes, everyone can repeat it.
All right.
All it is listen. But here's what you can't do. You can't go to arm wrestling practice and arm wrestle out of the strap and then go to the gym and do curls and then say, Travis, I've been thinking about what you said. No. Listen, if you make a fifth right now and every pull-up you do it with that fifth. And every time you do a fucking bicep curl, you do it with that fifth. Every lat pull down is with the fifth. Every pull back pressure is with the fifth. All of a sudden, when you get to practice, you're going to make a fifth and then you're going to slip out. Then you're going to put the strap on and you're going to make a fifth and everyone in the place can be like, what the fuck are you doing? Got you. And then you're going to make a fist and they're going to re-grip something they cannot do in the set grip.
There's a question, but
and your brain's going to be like, oh, I can't. If the guy re-grips, well, he can't re-grip if you do this operation correctly. He can foul, but he can't re-grip. Go ahead.
But how does he make his wrist strong if he only connects things to the fist?
Okay, well, get up. Listen, put that fist on a pull-up bar, and you see how quickly that fist protects itself by wrist curling. You do never have to do a wrist curl. All you have to do is take that fist, put it in a wrist curl, and let it negative out if it ever wants to straighten out. Do not do this, ever. Do never in your life do this, okay? Ever. Just make it all the way and then let it open up if somebody can open it up. But honestly, if you wrist curl with a false grip, there's no way they can open up your hand. There's no way. The problem is you don't want to hook people. You want to stay the hell away from them. That's why you never initiate your fingers. If you do, you can't move anymore. You cannot move anymore. You can only move your fingers if your pressure is in the false grip. That's why the muscle up, right? I come here, head forward. Now my fingers are loose enough that I can transition into the dip, right? If I had my fingers planted on it, I'd have to go. Now there's no way. There would be no sliding in the rings. I'd have to come all the way up here. I mean, listen, if you don't understand the false grip, you can't go past chapter 1. So the fifth, the false grip, those are things that I take for granted, right? Because I'm a fucking genius, a child prodigy, right? You two fucking slappies better go right to the CrossFit gym, learn how to do some muscle ups. They'll teach you the false grip. They have no way of not teaching. And you probably got it anyway. But false grip, huge. Once you get the false grip down, now you're going to understand where to position your hand and stuff to stop pressure without finger pressure. You don't want your fingers to be committed. You want them to be able to move, right? That's why you have to develop a false grip. Then you really fuck them up by getting that thumb in that pocket to create that big knot.
2 questions from Robert. Okay, 1. What if you want to hook people?
You don't. Listen, your fist goes to the side. If you're a fucking pimp, you go high side pressure. When you develop a little vaginitis, you start going back because of your fear. Listen, high side pressure, let that guy decide whether he lays on his tricep and gets top rolled or comes forward and gets hooked. You do not care. Just know that I am not training to whack Robert Kelly sideways. I'm training to run from Rivas and Levon and get so far away that the leverage bends that hand back. And then as soon as their aggressive psycho sinks it in, now it's on, right? I know that I can also go right up there and just do high side pressure, get stopped at 10 o'clock, turned in a hook and beat, right? But I'm not, now that's what I would do against you two. but I can't do that.
That's back in the
And
day.
I urge everyone,
right now.
don't arm
Don't-
wrestle to beat
Baby.
the other slappy in your group. Arm wrestle to beat Levon. What would you do? You would have to change the connection, false start, develop a great sense of timing so that you could manipulate the connection, create a leverage problem, force them into a mistake. And for Levon, just logging some seconds because you know the big man's getting tired.
All right,
That's
so
my game plan if I'm Devin or Alex or Hermes.
what about all these elite guys like Gennady training wrist flexion exactly like how Travis says not to?
Yeah. If you're strong as Gennady, then do exactly what he does. Go ahead. Do that.
All right. That's
And there's no problem. I have no problem with that's how you stop me. You train for 9 hours and put your elbow and shoulders in compromised positions, but you're a fucking gladiator. You're cool with it. If you're that person, be that person.
Yeah, because that's how I stopped you at practice last time. Just up top. Well, all right, Travis, it's been a good hour, 15 minutes. All the segments are officially done and finished. We established that you should not bring a girl to the practice and the tournament. And
I mean, listen, if you got a choice to buy a fucking handle from Robert Kelly or bring your girl to the tournament, you got a tough fucking decision to make. And I'm going to tell you what else is tough. Hanging out with you two motherfuckers for an hour. And I've brought on Devin Laird to the show, and you brought on fucking Lance, and then this fucking slappy, and who was your other guy?
Doug Ehrlich.
Jesus Christ, Doug Ehrlich. Yeah, my guests are way better. I mean, but
different budgets, dog. You're not giving.
You two need to call Lance right now and get in that program.
Travis, it's about the budget, Travis.
Lance said for $15,000, no insurance needed, he will take care of you. And the living conditions are so bad, I don't want to know what's he doing with the 15 grand.
There's no amenities. There's no amenities.
You got to bring your own tent. It is on. Hey, I'm telling you, man, you watch what I tell you. Lance's program is for the cousin, uncle, older brother that he wants to help, but he wants it to be real help. Right? And he ain't sending you back to that smoothie joint in West Palm Beach where you got to,
I agree, because that's why I think the guy that I sent to him, he's all good. You know what I mean?
Can we get that guy on? What is going on? Why is Parsons over here if that guy's running around the free world? Is he killing it now? What's he doing?
I have to check. It sounds like it's.
What's the guy's name?
I don't know.
You don't know his name?
Dude,
you saved this man's life.
That's how humble I am. I'm good. I just tell people to move on. Left hand doesn't see what right hand does. That's in the Bible.
I love it. Well, listen, this was a horrible show. Thanks both of you guys for nothing. Parsons, if you're free tomorrow, don't come to the show.
June 3rd, I'll see you in the parking lot.
I'm committed now. I'll see you, June.
Hey, come up here. My family's heading to Chicago, so I got the whole house. Come on up.
The Bears.
All right, y'all have a good one.
Man.
We're going to fight.
Yeah, we have to beat him up.
Hey, chat, we're going to find Travis. We're going to book tickets right now before June 3rd. Before June 3rd. Today. All right, thanks, everybody. We'll